Thank you, Antonio, for inviting us. And morning to everybody. Yeah, my name is Barbara. I'm Luciano's daughter. Honestly, it's not the first time for me to be here, but this morning, oh my God, I have such electricity inside, and anyway, my heart is racing so fast. But anyway,
have some
I try
wine.
not to be
have a glass
too
of
emotional.
Wine.
Yes, have a glass of wine, exactly. Well, yeah, it's a great honor for me to be able to talk about Le Vigne, which is one of the two Barolo that historically my dad always made. And I'd like really to take a chance this morning in order to tell everybody, mostly because here in the room we have the map boy, Alessandro Masnaghetti, in order to clarify that Le Vigne is not an MGA. It's not the name of a vineyard. It's not part of a sub-region of a specific vineyard, but it's absolutely a name that my dad always had in mind. I don't know if you slightly remember the story of my dad. He fell in love with making wine a long time ago. He used to be as a cellar master for another winery in Barolo, Marchese di Barolo, and he was already making his single vineyard, Barolo, Canui Boschis. But because this was the only plot that he had a chance to buy, that's right, in 1977. But in his mind, he always had this incredible desire to, how can I say, respect the tradition, to do what the tradition always been for the region, in making all the wines. I'm talking about Dolcetto, making about Barbera, and so Barolo. So he wanted to really have the entire territory singing in the end into the glass. So that's why he had to work quite hard in order to start looking for some new vineyards, because my grandparents were carpenters, so nothing to do with wine. And he started spreading the voice here in the village. And actually, a small, a farmer of Barolo came to the house offering his vineyard, and his vineyard was quite an important plot in Barolo. And right now, actually, we have planted the Vite Italien. So then he was able to move step by step anyway up to Monforte. And then only in 2010 he was able to acquire Baudana in Serralunga d'Alba, and then only in 2011 Villero became a part of his final brand, and then of course Vignane in Barolo, and Novello Merli in Novello. And talking about 2019, Barolo Le Vigne, I have to say that the puzzle in the end shaped up, in the sense that we were able to acquire a quite important vineyard in Monforte d'Alba, and everything really happened by a chance, because this owner was selling grapes to Marchese Barolo, became an incredible good friend of my dad, at the point that when he wanted to start vinifying his grapes in order to make Barolo, he asked to lease part of the cellar of the winery in order to age his Barolo. And then step by step, of course, years after years, he became a little bit tired of farming, and he was really trying to convince so strongly my dad to buy his vineyard. And at the point that he really forced my dad to go straight in the vineyard and to pick the grapes, the most beautiful grapes, let's say it this way. That happened right in 2019. So 2019, there was a pinch of this new vineyard, and then the final acquisition actually was done right in 2021. So In the end, this wine is it's like a symphony, as you have different music instruments anyway playing together. I have to say that, as I said before, anyway, it reflects so much the tradition in making Barolo, blending several plots from several sides. I mean, in terms of elevation, sun exposure, and a microclimate in the end. I have to say that we vinify all the vineyards separately, and we do not do co-fermentation, in order to be able really to understand the best expression coming from every single vineyard, in order to then to decide what to keep in order to make Le Vigne so special. So the very first production was done in 1990, and the production was really, really small, anyway, approximately 2,500 bottles, and was the very first vintage that we were able to sell here in the United States of Le Vigne. So I hope you will enjoy the tasting. Thank you so much. And I have to say that 2019 is also one of my favorite vintage, because it's austere, but also extremely, extremely approachable. So thanks a lot for your attention.